MLB The Show's coverage of Major League Baseball brings us to the great state of Florida and Marlins Park in Miami. Tonight, the first of this quick two-game series between the Tampa Bay Rays and the Miami Marlins. It's Marlins Baseball, and it comes your way next. Adam Conley, the southpaw out of the state of Washington, will be the starter. EK, what do you got?
Well, guys, his batting average against this year is under 250. He's really had his way with the offense.
Brandon Geyer strides forward, and we are set for baseball here this evening.
Center fielder, number 5, Brandon Geyer.
Behind on that one, now behind in the count, 0-1.
7-11.
0-1, here it comes. Oh, and he's really getting the better of him now. It's strike 2. This Marlin Ball Club era Karros, as they begin play here tonight. They've been playing some pretty good baseball of late as they've won 6 of their last 8 games.
And they were able to put together a good performance in the victory yesterday afternoon, so they'll see if they can keep it going here.
Heading out towards shallow right. Therefore, it is Stanton, and he's got it for the first out. And here's the starting lineup for the visiting Tampa Bay Rays. What's the key for them to win this series opener, Steve?
Well, this is not a team that hits a ton of home runs. They don't rely on the long ball to get it done. So they've got to get guys on, get them over, and then get them in.
In now, Logan Forsythe, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. First pitch on its way. Hot shot to third. Prado is there. Throw gets him, 2 down. With a moment now, let's give you a look at the Miami D. It's brought to us by Majestic. Eric, what do we need to know?
Well, guys, remember, this manager has not jumped on board with all the defensive shifts. Still that old school mentality, plays guys straight up, so we'll see how that impacts this game.
Corey Dickerson gets his first opportunity now in the top of the first with nobody on. In tight here with the first pitch fastball that's 1-0. And set up behind the plate is Ricky Holiday, as you see the rest of our umpiring crew there.
Well, kind of strangely, Holiday has a bit of a reputation for rewarding the high strike. And that can really upset the hitters sometimes because the pitcher isn't usually trying to throw it there. So we'll see if any of that shows up.
And he'll fall behind now to 1-2. Ready to deliver the 1-2. Got him swinging, and that will end the inning. Down in order go the Rays. Now the Marlins will see what they can do. No score. Alex Cobb will be on the mound for the series opener. EK, what's the word on him?
Well, guys, he's having a real consistent year. He's got an ERA under 3. Anytime you're doing something like that, you're doing just fine.
D. Gordon comes to the plate to lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
Second baseman, D. Gordon.
In there, no balls and a strike. And Eric, as we take a look at the Rays entering play here tonight, they come in looking to make it 2 in a row as they were winners last time out.
Yeah, and I know it's only May, but they're starting to lose sight of the division leaders already. So they need something positive to happen, or they're going to be out of this thing soon.
Trying to bunt his way on base here, but this will roll foul. Cobb into the windup. Here's the 0-2. Might have been looking to find that outside corner, but he couldn't quite get it there. It's 1-2.
All right, so he sort of wasted one up right there. Now I think we'll see a breaking ball down in the zone, trying to get him to swing and miss.
Did a good job to shorten up and protect the plate, and he'll have another shot at it here. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now. On the ground to the left side. Longoria's got it. Throw to first is in time for the first out. Time now for a glance at the Marlins lineup card in this one. EK, any thoughts?
Well, we all know it. The man to watch, Giancarlo Stanton. He's been a menace to opposing pitchers lately. He's hit 4 home runs in the last 10 ball games. He's shown that he's a serious power threat, so they better be careful not to leave any mistakes out over the plate.
To short, hit hard. Miller is there. Throw gets him. 2 down. Now that we have a chance, let's give you a look at the defensive alignment for Tampa Bay. It's brought to us by Majestic. Eric?
Yeah, well, Logan Forsythe, he doesn't have show-stopping speed, but his defense is highly regarded for a good reason. He's had some trouble staying healthy, but that shouldn't overshadow some of his great performances.
Justin Bour will stand in, hoping for a reversal of fortune here as he's seen that average drop precipitously these past 10 ball games. Infield shifted well to the right. Here's the first pitch. Sends that one out of play for strike 1. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Oh, good spot on the black for strike 2.
And you kind of get the sense that he's not really messing around out there too much. There hasn't been a whole lot of setting guys up here in this inning. He's just trying to get himself back into that dugout as fast as he can.
The windup and the 0-2 pitch. And he wastes a fastball high there, 1-2.
Yeah, that's a good spot to miss against a guy like this. He loves that pitch up in the zone. Most power hitters do, so that's not a bad idea to give him one above the letters.
Nope.
And that misses 2-2.
And I think that's what they were trying to set him up for. Going with that changeup down in the zone on a 1-2 count. Very difficult to react to, but he did a great job of holding back.
Into the windup. Here comes the 2-2 pitch. Chop foul at the plate, and the count holds at 2-2. Ready on 2 balls and 2 strikes. Here it comes. Good changeup in the dirt. Strike 3. The throw to first is in time, and the inning is over. Miami down in order after 1. No score. Steve Pearce will stand in for the first time now, and he's got that average up over the 300 mark to begin play.
Yeah, and he leads his ball club in hitting, so he's a guy that they really look to offensively.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. First pitch of the inning is taken downstairs for a ball. It's 1-0. This one's a strike. It's 1-1.
Counts 1-1.
Now the pitch. Now a little pop-up off toward the first base side. And no one can get there. It's a foul ball. Here's the 1-2 delivery. Tried to hold up there. Appeal down to first, and no swing. It's ball 2. Still 2-2. And that's a swinging strike 3 in the dirt. He'll throw down to first, 1 away.
Batting fifth.
Yeah, a nice job behind the plate. He wants it low, so he's got a good idea that this ball might be in the dirt, so he's able to smother it and then make the strong throw to first.
In is the third baseman, Evan Longoria. As he'll take a look at ball one. He'll come in here at 259. 6 home runs and 25 driven in. Still looking for our first hit in the ball game. And he won't bite at that one either. It's 2-0.
Yeah, he's looked at 2 close pitches. You get the feeling that this is the calm before the storm. I think he'll unload on this one if this thing is anywhere near the zone.
Over the outside half, and it's 2-1. And treading carefully with Longoria here. It's 3-1 now.
And they know full well the threat that this guy poses. So even down 3-1, I can't imagine he's going to get anything that he can drive right here.
To short. A barehanded pickup. The throw. Excellent effort, but no chance to make the play at first. That's a base hit.
Well, I think if we were playing tennis, you'd call this one an unforced error. This is fairly routine out to short. I'm not sure what would have caused him to throw so wildly, but you can see the first baseman unable to keep his foot on the bag, and that's going to go down as an E6.
Desmond Jennings will stand in now as we take a look there at his splits between April and May. He's set. Here it comes. And he gets ahead here with the fastball. Strike one. Well, and he's got him in the palm of his hand now. It's 0-2.
And this is how he's just going to mess with your mind up there. You wind up taking the pitches that are in the strike zone, and then you chase after the ones that are nowhere close. You know what? That is good pitching.
That misses 1-2.
That changeup away is his ground ball pitch. That's a good job to hold off.
One and two. Here it comes. And here's a slider that runs inside that time, and that'll keep him from diving out over the plate. Here's the pitch on 2-2. Reached for and popped into the air back behind second. Rojas backs up and takes care of it. 2 away.
Batting 7, shortstop.
Brad Miller will stand in, and as you can see the numbers away from home, he's been much better once he gets out on the road. First delivery to him on the way. And this one gets away. And he'll make it to second here as he's moved into scoring position now after the passed ball.
Boy, and the defense has really let him down here in this inning. They've been hit with an error already. Now, a pass ball.
Nothing in 1 count. Here it comes. Off the plate. 1 ball, 1 strike. And he comes back with a fastball. 1-2 now. 2 out here and a runner at second. Able to protect the plate with 2 strikes, and he'll see another one. And another foul ball. Looking for the strikeout. Here's the 1-2. They try to come in with the fastball, but it's too far in, and it's even at 2-2. Where do you go from here?
I think he's set up for something off speed. If you can put that changeup below his knees, he won't come within a foot of it.
Strike 3 called as he can't get the bat off his shoulders. Side retired. 1 left for Tampa. We'll go to the bottom of the 2nd. No score. Giancarlo Stanton will stride in now. A couple of hits for him in 4 trips in yesterday's ball game.
Yeah, that was a good one for him, and he needed it because, as you can see, his batting average on the year ain't pretty.
A fastball off the plate away. It's ball 1.
A lot of late movement on that fastball. That nearly came back to the outer edge.
Downstairs, 2 balls and no strikes.
And on 2-0, this is where he's the most dangerous up there. I know it's a fastball count, but I would maybe think about something else.
Outside, 3-0 now.
He's definitely looking fastball there, and you know, he got one, but good recognition not to go up and chase it.
Cobb's ready. Here's the 3-0. And he takes ball 4. Leadoff man's aboard here to begin the home half of the 2nd.
Well, it seems to me like you've at least got to make him go after something there. I mean, the bat never left his shoulder. And that's making it way too easy for a guy leading off the inning.
Martin Prado will stand in, hoping he can be the same kind of run producer he was yesterday when he drove in 3 of his guys' 4 eventual runs.
When you're hitting under 200 on the season, you've got to come up with a good performance every once in a while, and yesterday was one of those.
A fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1, 1-0.
Just because he's thrown 5 straight balls doesn't make this an automatic take, especially for a guy in this part of the lineup.
Off-speed pitch in the dirt as he takes it for a ball.
Yeah, and he didn't even have to think twice about that one. And now he's got a good hitters count here, 2-0.
Nobody out, runner on first. There's a ball hit out to left center, and it's over the head of the shortstop Miller for a base hit.
Didn't have a whole lot of choice there on 2-0. You had to go after him. You know, but when you leave that ball out over the plate, this can be the result. You know, that's what being patient and waiting for your pitch will get you.
JT Realmuto will stand in now, still struggling to get anything going offensively.
Well, he hasn't played very well all season, and if you look at his last 10 games, he's only had 4 hits in those 10, so what's he doing to help?
Pulls the string on that one, 1 strike.
Now with 2 on, nobody out, you got to be thinking strikeout double play out there on the mound. One or the other is what you really need.
First and second here with nobody out. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Geyer is right there, 1 down. Coming to the plate now, Cole Gillespie. And he could give his guys an early lead if he can come through here.
Oh, and it's so important to take advantage of these kind of opportunities early in a ball game. it can change the entire complexion of the game if you can put the other guys on their heels right away.
Pitch swung on and missed the throw. It's there in plenty of time. He's out trying to steal third as they get the lead runner here.
Well, apparently the game plan is to try to test the catcher's arm out early, but it's not going to pay off for him here, as a good throw down to third gets him by a pretty wide margin.
Bottom of the second here with no score. Hit out towards second. Forsythe has it. On to Pierce at first, and the inning is over. So it's no runs on a hit, no errors, and a man left. We'll go now to the top of the third, and we are tied 0-0. Kurt Casale will dig in now. He had a couple of hits in yesterday's contest.
Well, Matty just continues this string of his last 10 games where he's hitting over 300. He has those really, really nice games mixed in there.
And he gets ahead 0-1. That's taken. Now it's 0-2.
He's just working east and west here. He'll be fine if he just stays out of the middle.
Too high. 1-2.
A good high fastball. Maybe something to try and change the eye level there. Now, I might anticipate another slider down in the zone, maybe even in the dirt.
A ball and 2 strikes. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss as he starts the third the same way he ended the second, with a punch out, 1 away.
Wow, and he hasn't missed a beat since his last start. Remember, he had 9 strikeouts in that one, and he's well on his way to a similar performance right here.
At the plate, Alex Cobb. He'll get to take his first cuts here. First pitch of the at-bat. And a ball, 1-0. Third inning, no score to this point. That'll be a souvenir, and the count will move to 1-1. 1-1, here it comes. Towards second. That gets down, and he's got himself a base hit.
And on the mound here, not only did you get burned by an opposing pitcher, you got burned by an American League pitcher. That's adding insult to injury there.
Brandon Geyer will get a second crack at it here. He flied out to lead off the ball game.
And he only saw a couple pitches, too. And that's great for the pitcher when you can get an easy leadoff out like that.
From the stretch, here's the pitch. Drops in a strike to start the at-bat. 0-1. And this pitch is looked at for a ball, and that'll even the count to the Rays right fielder at 1-1.
I think that's consistent with how the strike zone gets called nowadays. You know, that's a strike in the rule book, but most umpires won't give you that pitch anymore.
Ready with the 1-1 pitch. Change up just off the black, and it's 2-1. Runner at first here, 1 man out. Smoked on the ground left side, and that finds its way through for a base hit.
A little bad luck there defensively. If that's hit at an infielder, it's a double play. But instead, now you're in hot water here with 1 away.
Stepping in now, Logan Forsythe, as he'll take strike 1 on the inside corner. And a fastball way off target here, and it's even at 1. A good action on the two-seamer there, and it's 1-2.
And if you're going to go after that pitch, you got to be thinking right field. I think he just pulled off of that one a little.
Set to deal on a ball and 2 strikes. Fought off at the plate, and we'll do it again. The 1-2 pitch. Lined hard toward right center, and that's into the outfield for a 1-out hit. Around third and being waved on home. In to score, the runner from second.
This team's got plenty of guys that can hit the ball out of the ballpark, but 3 straight singles will do the job as well.
Corey Dickerson is into the box. He was a strikeout victim in his first try.
And this is a big-time strikeout situation right here, so they're going to be shooting for the same result, no doubt about it.
He comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. In there, and it's 0-1. Good hard slider there, but it runs away. It's a ball and a strike. Would you say he's not really finishing his pitches at this point?
That's a good way to put it. It looks like he's aiming a little too much, and that's not working for him.
Runners are at first and third, 1 away. And he pumps the fastball by him here. 1-2 now. Pretty clear the plan is to keep everything away.
And that's smart for most guys, but you've got to know your scouting report because this is a guy that can cover the outside part of the plate.
And the fastball easy to lay off that time. 2-2.
That's a good idea, 1-2 right there, just to see if he'd chase. But now with the count even, I think this one has to be in the strike zone because you don't want to run the risk of loading the bases for the cleanup guy.
Has to be thinking strikeout here. And a changeup here, but that's taken low in the dirt for a ball. EK, where are you going now on 3-2?
I still got to work a corner. Not just going to throw it right down the middle and grab a strike. Can't be a giveaway pitch.
Line drive to left. Base hit, and that'll get a run in. And now time will be called here as you see the pitching coach making his way out to the mound to pay a quick visit. Steve Pearce comes to the plate looking to put the ball in play. He went down on strikes last time.
Well, at the very least, he went down hacking. Striking out is one of the many frustrations that go along with hitting, and you have to accept that it's going to happen sometimes.
First offering on its way. And he lays off there, 1-0. Problems compounding here after a smooth start to the game.
Yeah, whoever that guy was that pitched the first 2 innings, he hasn't shown up yet in the third. He's looked like a completely different guy.
That hole getting a little deeper now. It's 2-0.
And one thing you can't do here, you cannot lose him and load the bases. He's still got a couple pitches to play with, but I'd expect this one to be somewhere in a strike zone.
Already 24 pitches to this point in the inning. In there, 2-1.
That's one of those fastballs that just never feels like it's going to be a strike. It's up at the letters, and that's a tough one to do anything with.
Hitters count now. Here's the 2-1. And a big swing and a miss here. 2 strikes.
Now, he's probably lucky he didn't make contact on that one.
Runners are at first and second with 1 away. And he'll just get a piece here as this is chopped foul at home plate. Again, he sends it out of play. Pulls this one in the air out to left. Ozuna on the run, but he can't make the play as it finds the outfield grass. The relay, but he is in there.
Well, he gives this ball a pretty good ride. No shot to get this one, as it's going to wind up hitting on the track and one hop in the wall out there. He's going to wind up pulling into second with an RBI double.
Evan Longoria will stand in now with 3 home in the inning already and 2 more ducks out there at second and third.
And a chance to really put up a crooked number here with just a simple base hit.
Now a swing and a miss. Took something off that one, and it's strike 1.
Well, we've mentioned it already, but look at the pitch count here in the 3rd inning. He's almost completely out of gas already.
He's set. Here's the 0-1. On the ground to the right side. Gordon able to get there. Throw to first is in time, but meanwhile the runner is in to score.
And this play is the very definition of trading a run for an out. It's been an ugly inning so far, so I'm pretty sure they'll take anything they can get at this point.
Desmond Jennings is into the box for his 2nd appearance. 0 for 1 with a flyout. Marlins have some action in the bullpen now as a right-hander is up and throwing. And he'll hold off on the slider here to start the at-bat. It's ball 1.
His last time out, guys were just flailing away at that slider, but tonight it's been a different story. Watching video of the last game is really paying off.
And a strike to even the count. 1-1. A 1-1 count. Here's the pitch. Changes up on him, but that's in the dirt for a ball. All away here to start the at-bat.
And that's fine, but you can't be afraid to work inside. You can jam this guy. Get him to roll over something. You don't have to strike him out.
He's set, and the 2-1 pitch. That's going to even up the count at 2-2. This is flared right back over the mound. Notch 1 in the score column as a runner from third crosses the plate. Now a 5-0 lead.
And you wonder now how close they are to chasing this starting pitcher. That's 5 runs home now in this inning alone. And in most cases, that's pretty much enough for a manager to pull the plug.
Brad Miller steps in to try and keep things going now with a runner at first following the RBI single.
And that's a nice job right there to drive in the run by the last guy, and it can definitely fire up a team when someone comes through big time with 2 outs.
Fastball in there for a called strike. I think that man right there is reaching the end of his wits.
Oh, his team is absolutely imploding right now, and it basically came out of nowhere.
2 out with the man at first. And they pitch out here, but nothing's going on. Gets on top of one here and chops it foul right at home plate. Struck him out, and the inning finally comes to a close. So a very good outburst here as 5 runs come across and allow them to take the lead. We'll head now to the home half of inning number 3. The Rays are out in front, 5-0. Miguel Rojas will get his first chance at it now. Didn't factor much into the win yesterday as he took an 0 for 4 in the ball game.
Well, kind of more of the same for him, guys. I mean, you can see that he's not sporting the strongest batting average this year.
And he starts the number 8 hitter with a strike, 0-1. And this catches the zone as well. It's 0-2 now.
And you know, you get stuck sometimes being that number 8 hitter, trying to work the count and trying to buy a little extra time for your pitcher. Now, that's a pitch right down the middle that maybe a number 4 hitter jumps all over.
Chop foul over towards the dugout. And he'll try to get him to chase the fastball there, but he lays off. 1-2.
Well, that two-seam fastball ran a little too much off the plate, but now that sets him up to work with something away and maybe even an off-speed pitch.
Cobb looks in. Here's the 1-2. Fastball got him looking as that had two-seam action on it. 1 gone.
When you're down by 5 runs, you pretty much know you're going to see a lot of strikes. I mean, pitchers don't feel compelled to do a whole lot of nibbling when they've got that big of a cushion. How is he not pulling the trigger?
Into the box, Adam Conley. As he'll go after the first pitch to him and comes up empty, it's strike 1.
That is the hardest first pitch to look for because you just can't wait long enough. Not only is it a hard pitch to hit, but it sets up everything else you have.
Right side. Forsythe's able to get there. Throw in time at first for route number 2.
The batter, second baseman,
D. Gordon will dig in again. He grounded out to start the home first.
Yeah, but it's still a pretty good leadoff at bat because he made him throw a lot of pitches.
Watches a fastball right there for strike 1. Well, that pitch isn't going to light up the radar gun, but it's been effective.
Well, it doesn't have to. If you get that good movement and put it in the right spot, it's plenty good enough to do the job.
The windup and the 0-1. And that's a called strike at the letters. Though that looked high from here, it's 0-2 now.
Tonight, borderline calls, you got to be swinging.
A little bit off the outside. It's 1-2. Swing and a miss, and that ends the inning. 1-2-3 go the Marlins. They can't chip into that 5-0 deficit. Kurt Casale come in now to lead things off against our starter, who probably wishes he had a mulligan to use on that last inning.
Yeah, he was doing just fine up until the last time he took the mound. He's got to hope that that was just an aberration, or he might not stick around to see another inning.
Into the windup and the pitch. Went about halfway there, but it's a called strike regardless. Slapped hard the opposite way, and that's a base hit, so the pressure's on to open up the inning.
And another hard hit ball off of him right there, and that's not the first one he's allowed so far. As you take a look at his line, not too much to write home about right there. This has not been one of his better performances at all.
Now the Marlins skipper's up out of the dugout on his way to the mound, and he's looking to the bullpen here, so it would appear that's all for his starter tonight. So as he leaves, I would imagine these fans would not be much pleased with his performance here this evening, as he certainly was not sharp. David Phelps is going to come on and make an appearance here, though I suspect even he couldn't have predicted he'd be taking over in just the 4th inning. Alex Cobb will be the first to stand in against the new pitcher, as he'll do so with a runner at first and nobody out. Showing bunt here, but he takes ball one. The early hit total, about what you'd expect in a score line such as this. The 1-0 delivery. And he pulls back the bunt attempt. 2-0.
It's one thing to go 2-0 on a guy, but it's another to do it to a pitcher, and still another to do it to an American League pitcher. You've got to throw a strike right here.
Too high, and it's 3-0.
Of all the people to lose the strike zone against in this lineup, he's got to be out there thinking, how is this happening against the pitcher?
Boy, and somewhat shockingly, he's bunting on 3-0, but he gets it down. On to first, so he comes right out of the bullpen and gets the double play.
Well, the whole ballpark knows he's bunting, so there's no catching him by surprise here. He kind of winds up jabbing at this one, and he hits it a little too hard. No hesitation this time as the throw goes to second, then on to first, and it ended up being a pretty easy double play.
Standing in now, Brandon Geyer. As the first pitch here's a bit high, it's ball one.
Ball one, no strike.
Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Now a swing and a ball hit in the air down the left field line. And he'll get there in plenty of time to put this one away, and that ends the inning. No runs on a hit, no errors, and no one left. On now to the bottom half of inning number 4. It's the Rays 5 and the Marlins nothing. Leading off the inning, Marcell Ozuna. And they'll need him to get something going here.
Well, they still aren't even on the board yet, so this leadoff guy needs to get on so they can manufacture a run.
Hit down the third base line. This gets foul. It's 0-1. Cobb gets the sign. 0-1 on its way. Off-speed pitch in the dirt as he takes it for a ball. Tap foul at home plate. And he'll lay off the curveball that's in the dirt that time, and it's back to even now at 2-2. And this will miss down low in the dirt, so he's worked it full now at 3-2.
Oh, I think he'd be real happy with a leadoff walk. Something just to get things started against this guy.
He's ready. Now the payoff pitch. And this is swung on and missed, and this 4th inning will start the same way he ended the 3rd, with a strikeout, and there's one away.
And the way this guy's pitching, you can bet these guys are thinking, thank goodness he's over in the other league. I'd hate to face him 3 or 4 times a year. Once is way too much.
Justin Bour is into the box. He was a strikeout victim in his first try.
Boy, that was a good changeup that got him last time, and I wouldn't be surprised to see them try to work that off-speed stuff right back into their game plan here.
And that misses for ball one.
Sometimes all it takes is just one call to go against you, like that one right there, and then you get yourself out of your own rhythm. You got to be able to put that behind you and move on.
No runs, just 1 hit, and 1 error so far for the Marlins. Bounce to the right into the loaded up infield. Taken in by Forsythe. Throw on to first, 2 gone.
The right fielder, number 27.
Giancarlo Stanton will stand in now with 2 away, trying to avoid another 1-2-3 inning.
Now, this has been total domination these past few innings. They haven't been able to mount any kind of threat whatsoever.
And this one's nowhere close as that bounces to the plate for ball one. That's inside. 2-0. You still come after him now on 2-0?
I think you have to be a little careful, but yeah, I don't think you can just give up on him.
And he'll lay the fastball in here to get the count back to 2-1.
Yeah, you know, he probably got the fastball he was looking for, but on 2-0, you can look for one pitch in one spot. And if it's not in that spot, you take it.
Into the windup. Here's the 2-1 pitch. Chop foul over towards the coaching box. Even at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Here's the pitch. 3-2 now. Good battle continues as this ball's chopped foul at the plate, and the count remains 3-2. Swing and a miss. Blew the fastball right by him, and the inning is over. Miami down in order. Need to get it going soon. It's 5-0. Logan Forsythe will dig in. 1 for 2. He grounded out the first time and followed that with a base hit in his second plate appearance. And here's a fastball called for strike 1. And now the Marlins bullpen will swing into action as a lefty and a right-hander start to get loose. Line towards center field, and a base hit, so the leadoff man is aboard. So a ringing single here to center field makes it 2 hits for him on the night. And as we check the Rays leaderboard, he currently finds himself second in that category.
Yeah, he's a big producer offensively for this ball club. Definitely one of the guys they depend on to make things happen.
Corey Dickerson will stand in. A strikeout victim his first time, and then a base hit last time around. He slaps that one away, and the count will be 0-1. This is skied out to deep center field. Gillespie ranging back, still going back, and goodbye. This one ain't coming back. Two-run shot to straightaway center as this lead swells to 7-0.
Well, we can show you the replay here, but I'm not all that convinced that this ball has even come down yet. Goodness gracious. This is a fastball that he absolutely barrels up. And with his strength, this ball's going a long way.
Up next for Tampa Bay, first baseman.
Here's Steve Pearce now. As this is popped foul behind the plate, it's strike 1. Here comes the 0-1. That's in there, and he's deep in the hole now. 0-2. That look says it all in the third base dugout.
That's not the look of a guy who's going to be sleeping well tonight, is it?
7 runs, 9 hits, and no errors for Tampa Bay so far. Fastball. Whoa, look out. That just about got him in the coconut.
He did not like that one bit. You know, it's one thing to work in with the hard stuff, but don't do it around the dome.
To 2 balls and 2 strikes now.
Well, he almost hit him on the last pitch, and he's showing he doesn't care. He's coming right back inside.
And a fastball swung on and missed as they set him down for the second time here tonight.
Well, this is how you got to do it in this league. If you give up a 2-run home run, you got to just move on quickly. And he's still upset about it, don't get me wrong, but it's when you dwell on it that you get yourself into more trouble.
At the plate, Evan Longoria. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. And he'll start him with a slider that's taken down and away for ball one. Bases are empty, one man out. That one's going to find the seats. Strike one. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike.
Yeah, and he's got to be careful not to give up yet another home run here in this inning. So you can see they're approaching with caution here.
Hit the other way out toward right field. Under it now is Stanton to make the catch, and there are 2 away now.
The left fielder, number 8, Desmond Jennings.
Desmond Jennings will come forward now. He has flied out and singled so far. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. And this is just off the outside corner for a ball, 1-0. To third. Prado's up with it. Throw to first in plenty of time, and the side is retired. Rays get a couple as you take another look at the 2-run home run. Middle of the night here in Miami. It's the Rays 7 and the Marlins nothing. Martin Prado will stand in to start things out here in the home half of the 5th. And you get the sense, Steve, that this crowd's been pretty well taken out of the ballgame to this point.
Yeah, they pretty much had to sit on their hands all afternoon. Not a lot to get excited about so far. And I think that's a credit to that man out there on the mound. He's cut right through this lineup for the first 4 innings.
And he'll look at a first pitch curveball that's in the dirt. It's ball 1. The pitch count there, 1 pitch into his 5th inning of work. Not much of a concern, I wouldn't imagine.
Yeah, it shouldn't be. He hasn't had any real overtaxed innings, so he should be fine for the time being.
That evens it up, 1-1. From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. This one's down to third. Taken in by Longoria. Throw on to first, and one third baseman grounds out to the other, 1 away. A little bit over halfway home tonight, bottom of the 5th, as we get a look at our line score to this point. And boy, just 1 hit for these guys, and they have not swung the bats well. That's putting it mildly. JT Realmuto is at the plate now, flied out in his first at bat. And a changeup here, but that's taken low in the dirt for a ball. Pitch swung on and hit in the air. Geyer is in pursuit, but he's not going to get this one. It's into the gap. Around second. He'll try for third. The relay throw, but he is in there with a triple.
Well, this is an excellent chance now to get on the board for the first time. They get a man up to third here on the triple, and with only 1 out, they'll have a couple of shots here to get him in.
Into the box now, Cole Gillespie, as he takes a fastball off the plate for a ball, 1-0. A man at third with 1 away. Change up low, 2-0.
A runner on third, 1 away. Maybe the thinking here is, you know, if we walk him, we walk him. At least this gives us a shot at a double play to get out of this.
Cobb comes set. Here he comes on 2-0. Late swing on the hitter's count. Still a good count for him now, however, at 2-1. The 2-1 on its way. Hit high in the air down the right field line. After it is Dickerson. Makes the catch, but the runner from third breaks for home. And he will score on the sacrifice fly.
Well, you know, he needed to make sure that he could cash in on that one-out triple. And the sacrifice fly is going to get the job done. That's a good piece of hitting.
Into the box now, Miguel Rojas. He got called out on strikes his last time through.
Yeah, it's always a frustrating thing to go down looking, but you know what? Everybody does it. So you've got to let that one go and make the next AB count.
And I believe they'll say he broke the plane, as yes he did. It's ruled a strike.
And now after that sac fly, this is where you got to just clear the deck and start this inning over.
And he lays off for ball one. A swing here on the fastball, and this will get fouled off to the right side. 2 out, nobody on. Tries to get him to chase the curveball away, but it breaks outside. 2-2 now. Got him looking, and that ends the inning. So it's 1 run, 1 hit, no errors, and no one left on base. 5 innings complete. The Rays lead it 7-1. Brad Miller makes his way to the box to lead us off in the 6th inning.
Shortstop, Brad Miller.
Here's the first pitch to him. High in the air out to center field. Moving under it, Gillespie makes the play, 1 away.
Now batting, catcher, Kurt Casale.
Digging in and looking for more, Kurt Casale. He singled his last time up. First pitch coming, here it is. And boy, a high strike called there. That's not all that consistent, but it's strike 1. Now here's the pitch. Fastball misses inside. It's even at 1. Hit hard towards second. And the 6th inning is progressing quickly here. Now 2 away.
The pitcher, number 53, Alex Cobb.
Alex Cobb comes to the plate now, likely due to the large cushion he has to work with on the scoreboard.
Yeah, he's got that big lead and a chance to get deeper into this ball game, but he needs to make sure he stays focused, because sometimes that competitive edge can dwindle on you a little bit when you think you're just cruising.
Ball 1. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Two and 1. Two balls and a strike. Here it is. He's fallen behind now. 3 and 1.
Yeah, he's got a little bit of work to do now to avoid that first walk.
High in the air out towards shallow right. Stanton has a read on it. He makes the play, and that'll end the inning. Rays go in order 1, 2, 3. They're on top 7-1. Chris Johnson is going to come off the bench as he'll be asked to lead off the bottom of inning number 6.
Chris Johnson.
And this ball's hit sharply toward the first base coaching box. It's a foul ball. Off the plate and in. It's a ball and a strike. And here's a ball hit in the air. Here comes Dickerson, but he won't get there. It falls in.
One of the first times tonight that they've had their leadoff man on base. Now they've got to find a way to build on it if they want to get back in this thing.
D. Gordon will try it again. He's grounded out and struck out in 2 trips.
Yep, not showing too much so far, but he's got a chance to make something happen right here. See if he can put those other ABs behind him.
In there, strike 1.
All right, leadoff man on first. Here's where you got to start clawing your way back into this ball game. It's not too late, but it needs to start happening soon.
0-1 count. Here's the pitch. Starts to go around here, but it doesn't matter. This is strike 2 anyway. Skied in the air to straightaway left. After it is Jennings. He makes the play. A fine running catch to get the first out of the inning.
Now batting,
Marcell Ozuna ready to take another shot. Went down on strikes his last time up.
Yeah, and they fanned him on a fastball last time, so let's see if they come at him with the hard stuff again.
Took a little off, and it's in for a called strike 1. And there's ball 1. Runners on first with 1 down. And able to lay off the fastball away here. 2-1 now. Drilled to the left side. And just past his outstretched glove into left. A base hit.
And even with our score where it is, I mean, this game is not over. You know, if they can chip away, maybe get a run or 2 here, they can get right back in this ball game before you know it.
Justin Bour will dig in for the 3rd time now. He's struck out and bounced out in his first 2 trips. And that's in there for strike 1.
And this is a big spot right here. You've got to get something out of this, even if it's just a run or 2.
Ready with the 0-1 pitch. Just a bit late, and he's fallen behind 0-2. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. A little late on the fastball, but he's able to spoil that one off, and he'll get another chance. Now a ball hit in the air, but in play perhaps down the line. And a terrific effort out there as he's able to chase that a long way for the 2nd out. Now at the plate, Giancarlo Stanton. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up.
Yep, they sent him packing last time, so maybe they have a pretty good idea of how to attack him again right here.
Breaking ball for a strike, 0-1.
Yeah, and it seems like he kind of got away from that pitch here in the last few innings. You got to think about bringing that one right back.
2 down, runners at first and second. Drilled right back up the middle, and that's through into center field. Base hit around third and being waved on home, and he's going to score with ease as the throw will be too late.
Well, that's a good approach right there with 2 away. He's just going to shorten up the stroke and take it right back up the middle. That'll be good enough to get the job done and pick up the 2-out RBI.
Martin Prado now, as he will take strike one on the fastball here. No balls and a strike. The 0-1. Up the middle and off his leg. Recovery throw is not in time, and that'll go down as a painful single.
Oh, nice recovery, though. Well, you know all the infielders are taught to try and knock a ball down in that RBI situation. But here on the mound, I don't think he had any choice. This one comes back at him and gets him flush. By the time they all scramble around to find the ball, they have no chance of preventing that run from scoring.
And action now in the Tampa Bay pen, as it looks like a right-hander's begun to get loose. Stepping in now, JT Realmuto changes up on him, but that's in the dirt for a ball. So after the strong 5 innings, things have not come as easily for him here in inning number 6.
Well, this is kind of the MO of this lineup. They have a way of just wearing you down, and they're starting to get into some better counts to hit, and that work's paying off.
Comes in with the changeup, and it's 2-0. You'd have to think a walk here would hasten his exit from the ball game.
Yeah, he can't let that happen. In a close game like this, you gotta make him put it in play.
Looking to minimize the damage here, and he'll lay the fastball in here to get the count back to 2-1. Ripped down the line, and he tries for the backhand reach at third, but he gets by the glove down the line, and they're not going to get him as he's in there to score.
The center fielder, number 28.
Cole Gillespie strides in now, and we'll see if he can come through with 2 on and 2 out here in the 6th. Action in the Rays pen now as they've got a lefty and a right-hander up and throwing. Line to the right side. That's in there. Base hit. And they'll put the brakes on that runner at third, and that means the bases are loaded now with 2 away.
Boy, he has really taken a pounding out there. That is 6 hits he's given up in just this inning alone. And what are they waiting for, man? You've got to get this guy out of there.
Miguel Rojas steps into the box here in one of the bigger spots in the ballgame so far. Bases juiced now with 2 away.
Yeah, and this is one of those make-or-break moments in a ballgame, Matt. You don't want to let an opportunity like this in the middle innings get away from you.
A fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1, 1-0. Seems like whatever was working early on suddenly is not working now.
It's almost like he's imploding right before our eyes.
Can't get around quick enough, and that'll move the count to 1-1. Tries to change up on him there, but it's a ball. 2-1.
A much better approach here at the plate so far. He's not working from behind in the count like he has his first few at-bats.
3 runs already home here. Very weakly on the ground, and they get the force at home. Whatever works as the side is retired. So they do get 3 that inning. That's the good news. The bad news is they leave 3 men on base. We're through 6 full. It's the Rays 7 and the Marlins 4. Welcome back to South Florida. We're in the 7th with the Rays out in front, and let's get you caught up with our game summary for the first 6 innings. Now the skipper's on his way out toward the home plate area, and I believe that means we're going to have a double switch here. Brian Morris is on to pitch now as he'll take over to start inning number 7.
Pitching and batting in the 7th spot, number 57, Brian Morris. Now playing center field and batting in the 9th spot, number 51.
Brandon Geyer will stand in. He flew out his last time up. And that one's in on the hands to start the inning. It's ball 1. And he fires in a strike this time to make it 1 ball and 1 strike.
That thing's coming in there hot. 96 miles an hour.
Here it comes on 1-1. Now a sinker runs in on him a bit as he's got to step out of the way there.
And you know, working inside is great. Even backing guys off is fine when the time's right, but you need to be careful here in the late innings when your guys are already down.
Set to deliver on 2-1. Unable to get the bat around in time, and the count evens at 2-2. Good job to spoil that one away, and he stays alive. He's set. Here's the 2-2. Left side. Prado is right there. And the throw to first is in time, so the leadoff man is gone here to start inning number 7.
Now batting, second baseman,
Logan Forsythe steps in. He scored after reaching on a single his last time up. And a sinker misses here. No, a called strike. I take that back. Barely able to make contact. Down 0-2 now. Protecting on 0-2, so we'll do it again. A pause and the 0-2. And a good 2-strike breaking ball there, but this will wind up missing. It's 1-2.
Yeah, that's the put-away curveball. A great pitch with 2 strikes. You start it in the zone and then let it work out and see if he'll chase.
Just inside, not by much. It's 2-2.
That's a good location for that cutter with 2 strikes. He's either got to take that and hope it's a ball, or he's got to foul that thing off.
Hard liner toward short, but right at the shortstop for the second out.
the right fielder, number 10,
Corey Dickerson will stand in again as we flash you back to the middle innings here. This was a big blow, a 2-run home run that really got his guys going. He's ready. Here's the first offering. And he catches the inside corner for a called strike. 0-1.
Not a bad idea to take a look at that one there. Now that you've seen the curveball, you can start to get a better gauge on it. Get a feel for what it looks like coming out of the pitcher's hand.
Here's a breaking ball outside, and now it's even 1-1.
Tried to backdoor him with another breaking pitch right there, and they're staying away from the fastball so far, at least in this at-bat.
2 out, nobody on. Oh, they have him looking awfully confused up there right now. It's 1-2. One, 2 is the cut fastball, but he holds back. 2-2. Swung on and missed, and that's the final out of the inning. Down in order go the Rays. They hold a 7-4 lead. Ichiro Suzuki will come on, and as he's newly entered into the ballgame, he'll get his first plate appearance now here in inning number 7. Here comes the first pitch. And that's cut on and missed. 0-1. Seemed to me like the wheels were coming off for this guy a bit in the 6th inning. Any surprise he's back out there for the 7th?
A little. I mean, this deep into a start, that's usually when you say, we'll let the bullpen take care of it from here. Apparently, though, they think he's got something left.
Swing and a little tapper. That winds up foul for the second strike. down and away. It's a ball and 2 strikes.
Count is 1 and 2.
And he'll try to entice him with the changeup here, but it dips below the knees. It's 2 and 2.
And the hope was that he would have chased one of those pitches, but now on 2 and 2, I don't think you fool around anymore.
There's a swing and a high pop-up. Miller settles under it near second. Looks it into his glove, and there's one gone.
Up next for the Marlins.
Yeah, a good pitch there as he gets the pop out on the fastball as we take a look at his pitch breakdown so far.
D. Gordon will stand in, and they've done a good job keeping him off base at the top of the lineup. He's 0 for 3 thus far.
Yeah, guys, not really providing the spark that they usually hope to get out of him. Maybe he can make something happen right here.
And a high strike to begin the at-bat. It's 0-1. EK, the starter, creeping up on 100 pitches now, but that number alone doesn't appear to be affecting him too much at all.
Yeah, he still looks sharp. Still, with the way that teams handle pitchers nowadays, I don't think he'll wind up going much further.
1 out, nobody on. Great changeup there in the dirt for the 3rd strike. And he makes the throw to first. Gordon is retired, 2 down now.
Now batting.
Oh, this one could have been trouble. But that's a nice play behind the plate to clear himself of the runner and then make a good throw on to first base to get the put out.
Here's Marcell Ozuna. As he'll take a changeup here for strike 1.
He's at an even 100 pitches now for the ball game. I'd have to think this will be it if he can get this guy.
Bases are empty here with 2 men out. That misses wide. 1 ball and 1 strike.
And for all the pitches he's thrown, only 1 walk so far. That's a little bit surprising.
Drilled on the ground to short. Miller's got it. On to Pierce at first, and the inning is over. 1, 2, 3 go the Marlins. They're on the short end of a 7-4 score. Carter Capps will be summoned from the bullpen now as he'll take over to start inning number 8.
Carter Capps.
Steve Pierce will start things out here for the Rays, to be followed on deck by Evan Longoria.
Steve Pierce.
And here's a first pitch curveball that bounces on him there. It's ball 1. First 2 pitches off the mark here. It's 2-0.
Well, he's looking like he's a little too amped up out there. He's got to channel that a little more because that pitch wasn't that close.
Here he comes on 2-0. 3-0 now. One thing that man right there will not tolerate: leadoff walks.
Especially right out of the bullpen. This might be a quick outing if that happens.
Three 3-0 count. Here it comes. And a good comeback there. It's 3-1.
I think he had to take that one because I'm not even sure he saw it.
He set. Here's the 3-1. Hit out of play, and it's a full count now. He's set. Here's the 3-2. Struck him out as his woes continue, as that's his third strikeout of the game.
Well, there it is. Hat trick, my friend. That's a third strikeout of the game. You know, luckily, his guys are winning, so it kind of lessens the blow, but actually, not so much.
In is the third baseman, Evan Longoria, as he swings and misses at a first pitch fastball, 0-1.
You want to talk about a live arm? This guy's got one all right.
Bases are empty, one man out. A little quick on that swing, and he finds himself behind 0-2. The 0-2 pitch. Can't get him to chase. It's 1-2.
Oh, classic strikeout pitch there on 0-2. It's one he loves going to, but great recognition there at the plate to lay off.
One out, nobody on. Swung on, and he went fishing in the dirt, and he makes the throw to first. Longoria is retired, 2 down now.
Yeah, that's a good pitch right there. Gets him fishing for it. Then nice work to tidy up behind the plate and make the put out at first.
Here's Desmond Jennings now. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball 1. Two out, nobody on. Swing and a miss, 1-1.
He might have thought he'd be getting another dose of that curveball because he was way behind that one.
Hard hit ball to second, and that'll get down for a 2-out single.
The batter, number 13, shortstop, Brad
Miller will stand in, one of the few guys not to join the hit parade so far.
Yeah, guys, he's got to be feeling a little bit like that dog that gets left out in the rain while the rest of the family's inside by the fire. I guess he's just not seeing what everyone else is.
From the stretch. Fastball misses in the dirt as he tried to get him to chase the low one. A look here at the hits per side here in the late going. Now a fastball for a called strike. It's 1-1.
And you can see him trying to be a little bit more patient here. He's got 2 strikeouts already, but he's got to be careful not to fall too far behind.
A runner on first with 2 away. And that finds some outfield grass. It's a base hit.
Yeah, sometimes after 2 outs, you can let your guard down out there on the mound. But all of a sudden, back-to-back hits have given him a bit of a wake-up call here.
Kurt Casale stands in, trying to make it 3 straight 2-out hits. He's got a runner in scoring position at second.
And you know how good hitting can prove contagious in an inning. Let's see if he can keep it rolling.
Now a 58-foot curveball that misses for a ball. Nail-biting time now in that third base dugout.
Well, things are starting to spiral here, and you've got to make sure this doesn't spin completely out of control.
2 men are on with 2 men out. And, ooh, looked like a definite pitcher's pitch there on the inside, 1-1.
Well, that may have been a borderline call right there, but you know what? He's going to get those calls sometimes. He's a big-name pitcher out there, and that can certainly play into your favor.
He's set. Here comes the 1-1. And he takes a called strike 2.
And now here, 1-2. This is where you need your best pitch. You've got to strand that runner out there at second base and keep the deficit just at 3.
Ready on 1-2. Got him swinging in the dirt. Realmuto corrals it, and that ends the inning. Rays strand a pair. They hold a 7-4 lead. Now we're going to have a conference at the home plate area, so it would appear that we'll see a double switch here. Steve Geltz is on out of the bullpen now as he'll take over to start the bottom of the 8th.
Batting in the 8th spot, number 54, Steve Geltz. Now catching and batting in the 9th spot,
Justin Bohr will stand in now, and he's been kept quiet out of the number 3 hole, hitless in his 3 at-bats so far.
Yeah, I mean, he's definitely one of the better hitters in this lineup, and that's why he's in the middle of the order. He just hasn't been able to get it going today. It happens.
Into the seats, 0-1. And now action in the bullpen as their closer starts to get loose out there. The 0-1 pitch. And he pumps the fastball by him at 94. It's 0-2.
And that's about where he'll sit with that fastball, 93, 94. And that's plenty hard enough to blow it by guys when you need to.
Inside, as that perhaps will back him off a bit. 1-2. Here's the ball popped up, but playable behind the plate for Conger. And he's retired here, 1 away.
the right fielder, number 27,
Giancarlo Stanton steps in after hitting an RBI single his last time around.
Well, and everyone knows he's slumping right now, so we'll see if that got him going.
Righty against righty as this is taken for a ball. It's 1-0.
And time's getting short here. You don't want to have to face that closer in the 9th inning needing 3 runs. They need to cut that gap down somehow.
1-0 count. Here it is. And this is just off the outside corner, ball 2. Now action in the bullpen as their closer starts to get loose out there. Too tight with that one. 3-0. Martin Prado will be next. Set to deliver on 3-0. Hit sharply on the ground to the left. And a base hit as that's into left, and they've got themselves a base runner.
I tell you, he has not looked like a 220 hitter to me. This is his second hit of the ball game, and we smoked this one pretty good.
Martin Prado will stand in now in what could be a real make-or-break situation.
And you think at this point you have to get something out of this inning. The further you get into that bullpen, the tougher it's going to be to claw back from this deficit.
And this pitch is taken on the inner half for strike 1. Runner at first here, 1 man out. And it's quickly 0-2. Can't quite get around in time to keep it fair, and it remains 0-2. a check swing. Did he go around? No, says the first base umpire. It's ball one. A ball and 2 strikes. Here it is. And a splitter swung on and missed that time, and that'll be out number 2.
Now batting, catcher,
JT Realmuto will dig in again. He singled home a run his last time. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. And he'll try to crowd him there to start the at-bat. It's 1-0. That one will get out of play, and the count evens up at 1-1. Even at a ball and a strike. Here's the pitch. High pop-up, drifting into shallow right field. Longoria is there for it, and that's the 3rd out. Marlins leave 1. They're on the short end of a 7-4 score. Always a party in Miami Beach, not too far from us here at Marlins Park, set to begin the 9th inning in this one. Now the skipper's on his way out toward the home plate area, and I believe that means we're going to have a double switch here. Brad Hand will come on now to start the 9th inning as he looks to keep this deficit right where it is for the bottom of the 9th.
Number 52, Brad Hand. Now playing third base and batting the 7th spot, number 3.
Striding in to start the 9th, Hank Conger, as they'll look for some added insurance before the bottom half of the inning.
Hitting off for Tampa Bay, catcher, Hank Conger.
9th inning begins as the first pitch is taken for ball 1.
And it's worth pointing out that they're burning through that bullpen here in game 1 of this series. That could have an effect on the rest of this week.
Two and 0. Lifted in the air out towards left center. And the leadoff man retired here to kick off the 9th.
Center fielder, number 5.
Ready for another chance? Brandon Guyer. He's 1 for 4 for the game. Pitch on the way. Try to bunt for a base hit here as he gets this one down. But the throw will beat him at first, so the bunt for hit attempt is snuffed out.
Well, you know, he had a good idea right there. The infield was playing back, but it's not going to work out for him this time. That's a nice play, and they're going to take care of him at first.
Logan Forsythe digs in now after lining out in his last try.
Yeah, he put a good swing on it last time, so we'll see if he can make one fall here.
A fastball here as they'll take a look at ball 1, 1-0. The windup and the 1-0 pitch. And he won't bite at that one either. It's 2-0. Too high as he misses again here, and it's 3-0 now. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. And he holds up here, but the pitch is a cold strike anyway. And that one misses. It's ball 4. So a 2-out walk gives the Rays some hope here in the inning.
And when he's missing, he's not missing by much. That one might have been just a hair low, but as a hitter on 3-1, you have the luxury of making a pitcher bring something up.
Corey Dickerson will dig in now, hoping to perhaps make him pay for the 2-out walk.
Yeah, nothing going on earlier in this inning, but a chance to make some noise right here. Those kind of walks often seem to come back and bite guys somehow.
Ball one.
Well, not really how you want to start the next guy after a walk. That pitch isn't even close.
Good swing, just got to try and straighten that one out. Down low, 2 balls and a strike. 2 out with the man at first. Oh, and not an easy pitch to lay off of, but he did somehow, and he's got it to 3-1. In danger now of a second walk out of the bullpen.
Not exactly providing relief. He's got to find it here somehow.
Here comes the 3-1 pitch. And it's full now, 3-2.
And now 3-2, 2 out. He'll be helped by the fact that that runner will get a head start out there.
Good battle. Count remains full. He spoils another one, and will do it again. Ready now with the payoff pitch. Hot shot on the ground is short. And as it turns out, the 2-out walk doesn't come around to haunt him as that ends the inning. Rays strand just the one. They hold a 7-4 lead. Brad Boxberger is on now to try to close things down here in the ninth.
26, Brad Boxberger.
Leading off the inning, Adeiny Echeverria, as they'll look to get something going here and even this game up.
Well, it's a close ball game, but it's starting to get late, so they need to get at least one back here in this inning.
Over towards the dugout, but this one will get into the stands. Fastball, and he's quickly in the hole. 0-2. Boy, no messing around here in this ninth inning.
And that's a closer's mentality. They're not usually the best at setting guys up. They're going to come right at you with their best pitch, and that's usually a fastball.
Swing and a liner. Foul. Ready on 0-2. The next 0-2 misses, and that'll move it to 1-2 now.
And that's his strikeout pitch right there. You know, you'll see a lot of guys swing right over the top of that one. That's a great job there just to hold off.
Late making contact on that swing, and will do it again on 1-2. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Geyer moves over. 1 out.
Now batting, the shortstop,
Miguel Rojas will stand in, needing to do something here to get on base as they're down to their final 2 outs.
Yeah, and you just can't worry about the score right here. You just got to be able to string together a couple of base runners and take it one pitch at a time, one runner at a time.
Right-hander against right-hander, as this is a ball 1-0. Look out, 2-0 now.
And you know what? That's not a big breaking ball coming up high and tight. That's going to get your attention a little.
Two 2-0 pitch on the way. And he misses again with it here. It's 3-0 now. At the very least, he certainly established the inside part of the plate.
Yeah, but it's not going to do him a whole lot of good if none of those can find the strike zone.
Here it comes on 3-0. And there's a strike as he'll try to work his way back. It's 3-1.
Right back inside with a fastball. This time, he got the call.
Bases are empty, one man out. And that misses for ball 4.
Well, as a closer, you don't want to walk anybody, but obviously that's not always going to be the case. So with one away, that gives these guys renewed hope.
So a runner at first now with one away, and in steps the dangerous Ichiro. He's set, and the pitch. Drops in a strike to start the at-bat. 0-1. And he falls behind 0-2. He takes strike 3 called on the fastball. Couldn't pull the trigger, and there are 2 away.
The batter, number 9, second baseman,
D. Gordon makes his way to the plate, needing to make something happen. They're down to their final out in the 9th inning.
That's not looking too good for him anymore, but you know what? There's no clock in this sport, and that's for good reason. You've got to fight for all 27 outs.
Goes the other way with it as this is in the air down the line in left. And he'll make the catch to end it, and the Rays have taken game 1 of the series on the road as the ball game is over.
Yeah, and with that, you already guarantee yourself no worse than a split in this quick 2-game series as they take the victory here in the opener.
And fellas, as always, a few guys we could have chosen from, but out of everybody, that's the man who stands out in my book. He's our top player of the game.
Yeah, he came through with a couple of hits, but more importantly, that big home run, which really led his guys to this victory.
So that's a wrap here tonight. For my partners in the booth, Eric Karros and Steve Lyons, and our entire crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. And for more, click on over to theshownation.com. The Rays are victorious in this one, 7-4. Good night from Miami.